Brenda, you have a fabulous group of volunteers here at the BC Yukon Branch office. They're doing some work. Tell us about the campaign they're working on.
Yeah, we do have a great group of gals here today. We're pretty excited because they're our first group of volunteers in person in 3 years. So we're pretty excited that they're here, and they're a lovely group of ladies that are helping us with the Warm the Souls campaign, which is a campaign that we've been having in BC in limited places in the past few years. And it's about distributing socks to kidney patients through the kidney care clinics this year. So we have 5,000 socks going out to different locations in BC. We're pretty excited about that. And these lovely ladies are helping us put those socks together, and what they're doing is they're putting the sock together with the keeper card that gives them information about the Kidney Foundation and different things that they can get involved with, and then we're sending them off to the clinics, and we're pretty excited about it.
Each one of these pairs of socks represent a person in dialysis, so they're handled and packed with care.
So we're noticing on the boxes there's a lot of names of different places, from Victoria all the way to Prince George.
Yes, absolutely. And everywhere in between, like wherever there's a kidney care clinic, we're hoping to send out some socks to them. I don't know that we have enough for all patients across the board, but we have 5,000 socks that we're distributing out, so we're pretty excited about that. And we've gotten, great response from past years where the kidney patients really love the socks because their feet get so cold when they're in treatment, so we're pretty happy about it.
And you were mentioning a really interesting fact about this group of volunteers, that none of them are actually kidney patients, but they all have a connection to kidney disease. Can you tell us about that?
That's true. When we reached out to them, they had actually applied to volunteer with us a few years ago, but because of the restrictions of COVID and the fact that we weren't having in-person events, we couldn't put them to work. So when we reached out this time, they were pretty excited to come help us. And when I was sitting with them earlier today, we were just kind of all talking about how they were connected to kidney disease. And every single person in that room that is volunteering with us today is either a family member, a caregiver, or a friend of a kidney patient. So for me, that just really warmed my soul because they were helping in yet another way for the people that they love or that has passed from kidney disease. I know one of the gals was telling us that her dad would have loved getting a pair of socks, and I think you might have gotten that from her when you were chatting with them. But I mean, there couldn't have been a better title for this campaign, Warm the Souls, because it's warming souls all over the place, not only for the kidney patients, but for people like me who love to do things for the kidney patients in whatever way that I can do to help.
A real labor of love from these volunteers.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. You can just see it in their eyes when they talk about the loved one that they're either working or a caregiver for, or that they've passed. It just warms their heart to be able to do this for us. And we're really excited that they're here. They've been such a lovely group to work with and chat with and visit with and pack our socks with.
And speaking of the packing, you actually have some of the BC branch staff here. They're packing up the boxes. Where does it go from here?
From here, it will go, it's going to be a couple of different ways. We have some of the supplies, meaning the socks and the keeper cards and the letters that go in each of the boxes, going to our representatives in different parts of the province. Like in Prince George, we're sending them all of the supplies, and that group of folks up there are going to put the packages together for their clinics and deliver it to their clinics. We're doing the same thing on the island. There's a couple locations that representatives of the foundation that have been volunteering with us for a number of years are going to do the same thing. They're going to package them together and take them to the care clinics. When we don't have a representative that's able to take the socks into the care clinic themselves, we're going to ship them out directly to the care clinic, and all of the staff are aware that these socks are coming, and they're excited because they know how much it means to the kidney patients that they serve. It just warms their feet and it makes them feel nice and cozy. And the socks are awesome. They're through Pudis, the sock manufacturer of Pudis, and they're incredibly beautiful socks. So I think the patients are really going to enjoy them. They're really nice.
So it sounds like a province-wide campaign that's engaging volunteers, not just here, but
Across the
around
province.
the province.
Yeah, right across the province. And we're excited about that because we've kind of been dormant when it comes to volunteers. And it's only because the kidney community has had to be very careful with the patients and the people that we engage with because they're vulnerable. And as much as we wanted to engage last year, in particular for the kidney walk, they just weren't ready. And understandably, I mean, their lives are at stake when it comes to COVID. So we're pretty excited. People are a lot more comfortable going into this year. So we're seeing that we're able to engage our volunteers a lot more this year, and we're excited about that because we miss them. I mean, they've been the staple of who we are as a foundation. I mean, the foundation was built on volunteers. So we're pretty excited that we can engage them again this year.
Well, a wonderful campaign
Yeah.
for a wonderful cause. So
Absolutely.
congratulations on this very creative campaign.
Well, it started with a volunteer, and it started with a volunteer in Penticton. She worked for Sport Tech, and she knew as a kidney patient how cold her feet got. And so she was able to start this campaign in Penticton anywhere from 3 to 5 years ago. And it's just grown to where it is today of 5,000 socks this year, which is the most we've ever sent out.
And how great is that? A campaign by a patient, former patient, for patients.
Yeah, and a volunteer. She volunteers with us all the time. And I think that's why my love for this foundation is so strong, is because of the volunteers. They are such a special group of people and so supportive of what we do. We just can't say thank you enough. Like, we just can't express enough how important they are to us as a foundation. They really are incredible people, so we're very, very lucky.
Thank you so much, Brenda, for
Thank you.
telling us about this.
You're very welcome, and thank you.